This is a HeadGum podcast.
Now on today's program, the Summer Blockbuster Extravaganza, well, we're getting into a family film here, and it's one that gave me a little bit of PTSD. I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadak.
Chris Cabin.
Eric Siska.
And we hate movies. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fine program we have for you today. I mentioned at the top, we're talking about Rookie of the Year from the grand year of 1993. Or 93?
93.
Yeah.
Directed by famed actor and wet bandit Daniel Stern.
Yeah.
I mentioned that this gave me PTSD because I'll tell you right now.
The war, right?
No,
When
well,
you were
no,
down
I
there,
didn't.
you were down there in the Gulf a little bit.
No, it did not serve in the Gulf War, but you know what I did serve in? Walking down the
Stolen
school
valor.
hallways, hearing
yeah.
people screaming things like Rosenberger and did he say funky butt loving? And all the fucking
Wow.
horrendous bullshit lines of dialogue that like caught on
Oh,
at the
nice.
time of the film's home video
Thi-
release.
This movie
Picture's got a big
Oh,
butt.
absolutely.
Cut the funky cheese.
Totally. What the one though that I didn't get was what's he saying through this whole movie? He's like fuck him in the kitchen or whatever. He's like put it in the kitchen or some shit.
I don't know.
You know
Put
what?
it in the kitchen, I think, is one of them.
we're gonna fuck in the kitchen.
The High Luxemburger or whatever the fuck.
I have a bit of PTSD with this movie. I'll get this out of the way now.
Sure.
A couple years ago,
You were beat up in the parking lot of a repertory
now
screening of
now
this
you
film.
can't go see fireworks because it reminds you of that brutal beating you got.
No, I bought this movie. We would buy like crappy DVDs from this $5 DVD store. And I was like, oh, Rookie of the Year, that'll be fun. We watch it, we're about 2 to 4 sheets to the wind. It's the end of the night. I'm like, what special features does this DVD have? And I click it on, and
Daniel Stern's sex tape.
it's like, no, but it was
Wait, I've got to go buy this now.
it was all these different versions of the same trailers, like 3 theatrical trailers, 5 TV spots,
Nice.
and we watched them all, baby.
Oh, you got to.
In
And
the
every-
hopes that they would be slightly different?
Yes, and they all were slightly different, but the thing that they all had in common was it was always like, Henry Rosenberger, blah, 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 or Rowengartner, blah, 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 blah. And it would always be like, da, 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 and then it would be the scene where he goes, I'm the new pitcher, and then it would go, goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
What the fuck does Jerry Lee Lewis have to do with this?
Because then we're having a lot of fun,
Yeah.
showing a lot of fun shots of people get hit in the nuts. But every single one, so every time it's like, I'm the new pitcher. I'm the new pitcher. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Dude, Steve, are you a ghost right now? Because I would have committed suicide on that night.
Dude,
on
I think
that very
I think
night.
if there it was 8 trailers all told. I think if there was 9, I would have done it. I think I really would have done it.
Well, you really need 9 trailers to get the word out about this movie.
Well, I think the Jerry Lee Lewis connection is because he liked to date that same age group as the kid in this movie.
that makes
Yeah,
perfect sense.
That's
Oh,
probably
you
right.
think you would have gone after Henry Rowengartner?
Maybe.
Or his
Might
little
have-
lady friend?
His lady friend, for
It's like-
sure.
well, especially if they were cousins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got to be related. That's the hook.
That's hotter. It's all about taboo exploration.
Totally. So maybe Jerry Lee Lewis was related to Becky.
Yeah.
Yes.
And by the way, Daniel Stern, the only wet bandit to direct a major motion picture.
Well, Joe Pesci never dipped his toe.
Never
No.
did. Never
No, I
did.
never got behind the camera.
Oh man.
Actually, he did. We had to burn it.
Nobody told him you couldn't actually kill women on film and release it theatrically.
Wait, what?
That's from my new fan novel. Joe Pesci writes a snuff film.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine.
So this movie, Steve, since you watched 9 trailers for it, if you could just distill for the people who were not a kid in the 90s
Got
and
it.
were subjected to this movie nonstop for a period of like 2 or 3 years.
Well, it's about the Chicago Cubs. They get a new pitcher, and goodness gracious, great balls of fire is it a lot of fun.
Which doesn't appear in the film, right?
No, it does not.
Go no. So it's this kid named Henry Rowengartner.
Yeah.
Who's a little kid who's
Played by Thomas Ian Nicholas.
Who is famous for
American
the
Pie.
Pie movies.
He comes in a cup in American Pie, but also a tale my wife was telling me.
okay.
He, I guess, there was some like brief scandal
Whoa.
with a production company he has where they were like trying to get a movie made based off of some book.
Okay.
And I
Kept
guess
coming
like
in a cup.
yeah, he came in all the cups at the meeting. No, it was
His
some,
method, man. He's like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Get it? American Pie.
That good for him. Because Jason Biggs turned out to be the quote unquote bigger star, but he's pie fucker forever. If Thomas Ian Nichols was the big star of that movie, they're like, hey, cup comer. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's
That
a
was
good
it.
thing.
Instead, he gets who? So your story?
no, so I'm just saying. So they wanted to. I forget what the exact detail was. It's something about like they wanted to drum up interest in the book to like raise the price of the adaptation rights or something
interesting.
like that.
So that's kind of illegal.
So they had their production company buy a fuck ton of copies of the book to like get it on the New York Times
No.
bestseller list.
Wait, you should be arrested for that, right?
That's like
Isn't that
insider trading,
Yes.
kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
I don't know what the actual deal is, but yeah, I totally, I like vaguely recall
I
this
kinda do
happening
too.
like 2 or 3 years ago.
But
They probably said they printed that many books and then they bought. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you
yeah, who
double
knows?
save money
Mhm.
right there.
sounds very illegal.
Yeah.
what
Well,
would you expect from a guy that comes in a fucking
I
red
think
solo cup?
Joe Pesci should direct a movie about this.
Any and all child star controversies are dwarfed by the lady from Smallville. Like she is the queen.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like,
I
oh,
can't wait for
well,
Joe Pesci
how-
to direct that movie.
The second you said, "Oh, he got into a little bit of trouble," I was like, was he part of a sex cult? Did he brand women? He's fine. You know what I mean? Like no matter what.
I think she'll recover from that.
She'll be back in a movie.
Dude, when they inevitably do like the Entertainment Weekly like Smallville cast reunion photo
yeah.
shoot, she's probably not getting a phone call.
Nah.
So Thomas Ian Nicholas.
He's a little kid that loves baseball. He wants to be on Little League, but he's not quite good. He breaks his arm, and in doing so, he actually unlocks some superpower that makes him like a
He's
weird...
an X-Man.
He turns into an
Right.
X-Man for a
Yeah.
while, and he becomes the new pitcher of the Chicago Cubs.
there it is.
And Gary Busey's in this movie. It just,
and thus finds his father.
oh
I
yeah.
guess is what. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what this movie starts off with that I cannot stand is marching band music.
Oh right.
A lot of this score is like marching band heavy. Oof, no thank you.
I gotta say, it's a competently directed film.
Yeah,
is,
I would
yeah.
say so too.
Absolutely.
I do. I kind of like this movie. Because I grew up with it. But Daniel Stern's also a treat.
He
You
is
know?
a total
I
treat.
Is he a treat or is he a snack?
He's a snack and a treat
In
and a
this,
pog.
yeah, he's especially.
He's a
snack, yes.
sugar-free treat.
But it's also, I feel like I like this movie the way I like Bushwhacked still. Bushwhacked probably not
Bushwhack's
that.
amazing.
Never
probably
seen it.
not that
Oh,
good.
man.
But
You
Whoa,
are
hang on a
missing
second.
out.
You've never seen Bushwhack starring Daniel Stern and
No,
a
but
bunch of kids?
I did see the other Daniel Stern classic, which is
Hamelon.
No, the basketball one.
What?
Celtic Pride.
Celtic
Yes.
Pride.
Right.
Or Celtic Pride, I think.
I guess, yes,
Yes.
technically Celtic Pride. Definitely a stay tuned. That
Yes.
movie's fucking insane.
And we'll probably end up doing Bushwhack too, I think, eventually.
Yes, definitely. One of these days.
Oh, Bushwhacked also.
Yeah.
I was
Not
like, there's
Bush-
a Bushwhack too.
If there was, I'm running out
Like,
of
we have
here.
to stop recording this so I can go watch Bushwhack too.
We can, get a Kickstarter going for Bushwhack 2, right?
What
Oh,
the
yeah.
hell?
Definitely, if they could do fucking Super Troopers too, my
Oh.
lord in heaven.
Man, you know what? They didn't deserve to make that movie.
No, of course not.
I don't care how many basement dwellers gave you money on Kickstarter.
Including these in this
Yeah,
room.
I mean, we're not throwing stones here. We've all seen Super Troopers 145 times.
But if you've seen Super Troopers 145 times, you've seen Super Troopers 245 times.
Yeah,
it's
that's
all the
very-
same jokes.
yes.
Very true, very true.
Repeating jokes, man. Just like if you made Rookie of the Year too, and this guy's saying Rosenbagger again.
That guy rules. So,
So
it's
Great Balls of Fire.
a goodness
John
gracious.
Candy. How about this?
Oh,
John
right.
Candy's in
Yes.
this movie. Kind of an unsung performance when everyone speaks about like the John Candy legacy.
Uh-huh.
This is left out. I think he's totally great in this movie. He's the best part by far.
He's having a lot of fun in this movie. He's very happy to be doing this. It's
yeah.
It's a beleaguered, it's a very John Candy-esque. Like just sarcastic enough, but then you're like, what did he say? And you get it the second time, kind of a thing.
And it's kind of awesome because this basically no-named announcer. He does have a name.
Yeah.
But he's not like ever seen outside of the broadcast booth, so he's not much of a character. But what you can glean from this guy, what from being like a beleaguered, tortured Chicago Cubs fan for so many years, it fits that candy mold of like a guy getting fucked by society.
Sure.
And really just trying to just trying to put a smile on whatever he's doing, even though he's getting shit on.
They got him paired with this little guy, and it really is like little Laurel and Hardy sketches with each one.
It kind of is. I thought this was the guy who played Steve on Full House.
It's not him.
Doesn't it kind of look like that guy though?
Don't worry, that guy's doing just fine.
Is that right?
He does the voice of Aladdin, or he has done.
Are
the
you
voice
friends
of
with him on Facebook too?
I am not.
He does the voice of Aladdin. Is there an Aladdin television show?
There was an Aladdin
There
television
was.
show.
There was
like
also
two or
two
three
sequels.
two
so he's
sequels.
so he's done. Oh, so he's doing all Aladdin is him.
I think he's doing all the I think every time there's a Kingdom Hearts, he's coming out and being
Really?
like, he gets to sit behind the thing and be like, "Whoa, Genie, let's move."
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Hey, Genie, let's move. Come on, Genie.
Yeah, then you just got somebody doing a fucking horrendous Robin Williams impersonation.
Oh, and I think he's part of that Fuller House as well.
Oh, is he
Full and
fucking
Fuller House.
farting in that too?
Wow.
Scott Weinger is that guy's name.
Wow.
Yeah, so I guess he is doing just fine then. All that fucking sweet Aladdin
Yeah,
money.
do not worry about that guy, whatever his name was.
Yes, Steve Hale has returned for Fuller House.
God
That's
bless him.
correct. Wow.
So
Do
yeah,
not,
he's,
do not worry about Fuller House.
Yeah.
Also, Steve is totally correct because as of 2015, the most recent Aladdin credit, Disney Infinity 3.0 video game.
Sure.
Yup.
Sounds about right.
Yup, just fucking back that truck full of money up,
is it
buddy.
just illegal to use the old clips? Is that how that works? Like that guy's got to come into the studio to do it?
I don't know what the rules are around that, but
That's
that's
where
an
you-
interesting
Well,
question.
That's where having good lawyers comes in.
You want like 10% original content. So
As Aladdin, you get 10%.
Oh man, Dan Hedaya in this movie. Eve.
So we start. Henry Rowengartner is trying to. He's about to go play a little league game. And anyone we're all a bunch of fat kids. Anyone here play Little League?
I did.
Okay.
I did until the coach asked me not to anymore.
No way.
True story.
Can I tell you why I stopped
It
playing
actually
Little League?
devastated me.
Did he
no.
take you aside or?
No, he did it via phone call.
No way, dude. This baseball coach broke up with you over the phone?
Yes, he did. And then he said, "You look like Shrek," and hung up.
Do you think coaches now are just texting kids, "Hey, Fatso, don't show up tomorrow"?
Yeah, probably.
It's just a string of emojis.
Easier.
Oh, that's really weird.
What's your breakup story?
Oh, so I was I was actually like a mild to okay third baseman.
Okay.
And one day we're doing a batting drill, and this grown man who was the baseball coach was like lobbing the balls for the hitters.
Yeah.
And I was just, we were rotating like who would pick up the balls and put them back in the bucket. And so this kid hit like a super line drive, and I'm there like picking up these balls. This adult man wearing a baseball glove ducked out of the way of a fucking fourth grader's line drive, and it hit me right in the fucking square of my forehead.
Oh wow.
And I got totally knocked unconscious. And then since then, I haven't tried it in a while,
Yeah.
but like in the immediate aftermath of this, anytime a ball was hit or thrown at me, I fucking ducked out of the way.
Oh, sure.
And I couldn't play anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
you could have made the big league.
I could have been, I was a Little Big League. That's a different kid baseball movie. I could have been Rookie of the Year.
Once I went up to bat once, and I got the baseball hit me right in the nuts.
Did you have a cup on?
No, and I
What?
fell down. It was very basically.
weren't you
I
wearing a
basically
cup?
passed out. Basically,
Why
It
weren't
was,
you wearing a cup?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Why
This,
don't you-
this
Oh,
fucking mom and pop rinky dink Little
Yeah,
League.
yeah.
Only black eye I've ever gotten was from a baseball.
Black eye.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Really?
Like-
right in the face?
Whop.
Well, wait. So, Steve Sadak, did you play Little League?
No, I did not. Oh no,
Oh.
I don't know where I was going with this. Oh no, but when you were playing Little League or your friends were playing Little League, would you go to their games?
Absolutely not.
That
And-
I find incredibly weird.
Dude, these loser buddies in this movie,
Yes,
it kills
yes.
me every time I watch it. Find something better to do.
Like
Find something better to do.
I had friends that I would hang out with all the time, all the live-long day. We'd spend all the summer days together, but they'd go play Little League. I'm like, all right, see you later, man. I'm going to play video games.
Yeah, I'm going to go play baseball on my Sega Genesis.
Well, that's the thing. That this is clearly an alternate universe where there are no video games.
Oh, that's very true.
Yeah, well,
An
there's
alternate
clearly
1993.
snack
Well,
food
I was
still.
wondering what was going on. Speaking of the alternate universe thing, what was that?
I said there's clearly still snack food in this universe.
He's taking a dig at the fat kid. I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing over there.
sorry.
So,
I mean, he's a chubby boy. I'm
no,
gonna,
well, I was
The
thinking
other one's fat too. They're both little fat little
everyone's
sidekicks.
fat.
It's America.
So I was thinking this is an alternate reality, or like a different time period.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because how Henry Rowengartner talks is like he's like a boy from the 1940s. Or
Yeah.
something.
It's weird. He should have a newsboy cap and also possibly be like a cartoon cat because
Yeah,
he's
he-
just like the animation that this kid like expresses himself with is very Chester Cheetah.
He acts like he was saved by Dick Tracy for like a lot of this. Like the way he talks about baseball, like nobody talks about it. Like
Is he definitely not the
high
kid?
big cheddar?
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Luxembourg.
See, I was watching this and I haven't seen it in like 20 years plus, and I was just like, wait a second, is this gonna turn out to be like a George Burns body swap movie? Because there's no way this kid
Dude,
talks like that.
If
12 again.
If Henry Rowengartner swapped bodies with his like ex-Cubs pitcher grandfather, or
Oh,
something,
wow. Oh,
now I
definitely.
get one more chance at the big time. Like absolutely.
Give me the big cheese, the big stinky Luxembourg cheese.
all right, Henry, you can have the body back. You got VD.
What do you mean I can't smoke on the pitcher's mound? What are you talking about?
Quick question about this kid, Thomas Ian Nichols. I think he's a better actor than Macaulay-
Nicholas.
Thomas Ian Nichols. What have I been saying?
You just said it again. He's not Mike Nichols.
Oh, Nicholas.
He's Thomas Ian Nicholas. Continue.
Wait, he's Mike Nichols-esque?
He is Mike Nichols-esque, yes. In his comedic timing.
Him and his mother have a Nichols and Mace thing going on.
Right.
No, I think he's a better actor than Macaulay Culkin because Macaulay Culkin always, at least in his kid roles, I mean, not that I'm watching him now, it was always like he learned his lines phonetically. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. I can totally see that.
This kid's
Yeah,
got
Macaulay Culkin didn't know what any word meant. Yeah, he was just sounding it out.
But Macaulay Culkin never had to say, pitcher's got a big
Yeah.
butt.
Yeah.
That's true.
But how about this? Both of these child actors turned out to torment Daniel Stern in one way or another.
Yeah.
that's absolutely
Very
true.
true.
But my question is,
Yes.
is he leaning into the squeaky voice, or did they should have just waited for this kid's balls to drop?
They
like, 1
should have.
week?
Here's the thing, and this is a great observation, Steve. They should have filmed this movie,
Mm-hmm.
started filming it either 6 months before they did,
Yes.
or about a year and a half after they did.
Mhm.
One or the other, because this kid is in Squeak Town. He's got no control over this whatsoever.
I think it's his only instrument, really.
That's what I was curious
like
about.
I really
yeah.
do like that the Pepsi scene.
Oh, yeah,
like the
man.
only like what would theoretically be funny about that is the fact that he has squeaky voice
Yeah,
doing it.
Right, exactly. Because he was actually going to go through puberty, his balls were going to drop, but then they prevented it with like a cage or something to keep him up there, like a little.
It's
little
like
a
a Faraday cage.
it's a nut sack, and they prevented it in order to keep the squeak.
a
throughout the
Faraday
entire
cage
film.
for sexual maturity.
It was a barbaric time.
Sounds like it.
It's like we're gonna.
it does
we're gonna-
sound
you know
like
what?
something-
You know what? Your nuts aren't coming out,
No,
and
no.
you're talking like an old man.
Honestly, it does sound like something Bill Clinton would have.
oh man,
Here's a great line kind of around this part where it's him and the two pudgy buddies. They're running down the street to go to his baseball game, and they've got like a baby carriage like filled with the shit. Because the side thing in this movie is they're three friends who are just building a boat.
all right.
So we'll figure that out.
It
in a
looks
minute.
very
Building
Good
a
Son-esque.
boat?
Yeah.
It's like they're painting a boat. Like,
Yeah, they found like some old man dead in a rowboat, and they threw him in the lake, and they were like, "We will just fix this up, and it'll be ours."
Yeah, they're taking apart like the engine in certain scenes, and I'm like, where are you learning this shit,
Yeah.
man? It's not like the internet was really there quite
Not,
yet for
not
them.
at all. It was
No.
1992 when
No,
they're
but
filming this
They had
movie.
the anarchist cookbook.
The Turner Diaries.
But no, so like they're running past.
Gee, Henry, you should read this.
They're running past the mother, and she goes, "What's in the baby carriage?" To which one of the buddies goes, "A baby." To which, like, this third party, this random dude on the street just goes, "A baby?" Fucking total legitimate laugh right there.
And they're just having fun. When we see Henry is not good at baseball at all. He misses.
He's embarrassingly bad at
This
baseball.
is exactly why I never played Little League. I never wanted to be this kid.
Well,
this is why I
all
got
you
cut.
had to do
Uh-huh.
was not talk like you were fucking. You had a leather mitt and you old days doing it.
Yeah.
Because here comes the cheddar. Here comes the rice.
I don't
Here
get
it comes.
I
Like,
really don't.
whoa.
Like, he got like some book as a birthday present that was like the first 3.5 years of baseball. And he read it cover to cover because he loves baseball.
Look out for this
then-
pitch. This might throw the sassafras off your head.
Like after this next pitch, it might crash the stock market.
And then he got a booklet, How to Talk Like an Asshole.
His mom had.
I think we got that book.
His mom took him aside. Like, all right, these following terms are racist. You have to cut these right. The rest of them are fine, but these you cannot say anymore.
What's a? Don't worry about it.
But
There's also
all I did was call him a great pig. No,
Yep.
no. That book is being burned.
That's why I threw out the rest of your grandfather's baseball stuff.
How about Julep? Too close. No.
No, and I'm taking away the Turner Diaries, young man.
Young man.
There's a weird thing around here with these buddies too that I just remembered because it fucking creeped me out so hard. The mom like says something like snappy, to which one of the buddies replies, "Your mom is so cool."
Yeah, we know.
Did you
what
ever
that's
say that like one of your friends' moms was cool?
about. If I found her attractive, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that was the translation.
Yeah,
wasn't
it means that
you-
you
wait,
rubbed your penis against the refrigerator
God,
too.
Here we go. Here we go. A little too autobiographical. But Steve, did you actually like tell one of your friend's mothers, "Hey, Mrs. Whatever, you're a cool lady"?
No. But like, I would be like, "Oh, your mom's so cool." You'd be like, "Shut up!" And because we both
Yeah.
knew what that meant.
We used to tell a
Cool
dude
meant
straight
hot.
up.
And hot meant cool.
We used to mess with this one dude in high school. We straight up told him his mom was sexually attractive. Oh, he didn't appreciate it.
Why would he?
No, he didn't. Any of the years that we were doing that joke.
So he's very bad at baseball. We cut to the next day at school. It's September, apparently. I guess.
What?
No,
no,
it
it's like the
can't-
end of the year.
This is what confused
you
this.
play Little League in the spring.
Oh, right. Okay.
But this
Right.
the timeline makes absolutely no sense.
No, the timeline makes we don't know what year it takes place in. That's fair. But
1897.
he breaks. I guess he breaks his arm. Did we get to that yet?
That's what we're doing right now.
They're
It's not in September though. It's in the summer or
Oh, right.
spring, and
It's
the
still-
doctor says it'll be healed around August,
Got it.
which is then when
Which
he
makes
goes-
sense for like right when he's supposed to join the Cubs, like at the ass end of this season.
Right, that's
kind of
why
a
we're
thing.
not going.
Another
too
horrifying
far.
detail about this Little League game, I'm sorry, but I have to touch on it because it goes back to these buddies, which I find to be totally problematic characters.
Sure.
Now,
Never. I would never go to somebody else's Little League
but
game.
it's not
Yeah.
just
His
attending.
mom doesn't go to this Little League game.
It's not just attending, dude. They're working at this thing. Because these two sidekicks are like up on the fucking scoreboard,
Oh,
like
right.
changing the numbers. Can you imagine?
No.
You're doing the scoreboard for your friend's baseball game he's playing.
It
in?
rhymes with Super Nintendo. That's what you're doing.
And I would like to think they don't show it; it's out of sight. But there's an actual digital scoreboard, and they're just doing this because they have nothing fucking better to do.
Well, maybe Henry demands it because he wants to be old timey.
Well,
Oh, right.
but this is really like so. From here, we go to the
school?
cafeteria.
Yeah.
And this like Whit Stillman dialogue between them about like do a body. Yeah, the milk sure did her body good.
This is a problem that I think I've mentioned this on earlier episodes.
Just look at her sipping that milk.
Oh
I
my God,
find-
I love
it's-
disco.
the weird male gaze for little girls in movies creeps me the fuck out.
Oh, absolutely.
And I know it's like through the character's point of view in air quotes, like it's, but the kid, one of the kids calls this girl stacked, like stacked with what? She's fucking 12. Leave it alone, movie.
It's kind of insane. And this girl Becky is this actress Colombe something or other. She was the goalie in Mighty Ducks 2 and 3.
She was the goalie in Mighty Ducks 2 and 3.
She dethroned Goldberg in
She
Mighty
played
Ducks 2.
Stacked in Rookie of the Year.
Oh, David, I can't believe you called me Stack.
You know, when you're cast with an adjective,
But like,
It's disgusting.
because like, oh, look at her drink that milk. And
Milk's done that body good.
What the fuck is going on here?
And it's just, I mean, again, like, and the other thing too is that there's one of the pudgy kids has a friend who is like kind of coded as ugly girl, which is also like, so there's some big fucking that cigar chopping monster that's like, that girl's hot and that girl's ugly. They're fucking 12. Those words don't apply.
This is why I said what still is because they like all vaguely have relationships.
Yes, they
like,
Yes.
but like they're never defined. Like the short chubby one, Clark. Is that's the one? And he has this like
There's
random
George and Clark. Yes.
Clark.
George, Clark, and Henry. Those are old time names.
Yeah,
man.
and Clark has like this random girl, Edith.
Yeah.
like his girlfriend,
Edith. Is there a Mabel?
Eleanor.
That's what's weird because
exactly
the other two girls are Becky and Tiffany.
I
Yeah.
should say that this is a remake of a movie that came out in the 40s. Something called The Rogue something or other. It
It was
something, but just I'm stopping that tweet.
The
because
rogue of the league.
But so he's being made fun of. They're like, "Hey, Henry, catch you big jerk," and like,
Wait, Steve, I'm sorry, but I actually went to IMDb to look at that. There is no connection made to whatever movie you're talking about.
Wikipedia told me it's a remake.
Weird, because all it has here is
Rugy's
references to The Wizard of Oz.
Rugy's butt.
What the fuck did you just say to me? Rugy's bump. I think it's a Dodgers affiliated.
Okay.
Rub my bump. I'm Rugy. Rub my bump.
Rugy's Bump is a 1954 American comedy film directed by Harold Young. Well, we don't need to get into that.
Oh, yeah, this
Yeah.
plot line. Yeah.
So it's similar.
A young boy who loves baseball develops a strange bump on his arm. The bump has such an effort on his pitching arm that he soon finds himself playing
Oh man,
for a
I would
Major
like.
League Baseball team.
It was then also remade as The Dark Backward.
Yeah.
I
I would like it for like a David, if in Rookie of the Year, David Cronenberg-esque like bump,
Oh yes.
where his arm like healed
There
up.
needs to be body
Oh,
horror
yeah.
because we get
Body
to this is actually disturbing when he goes to the doctor. Are we done talking about Stacked?
Yes, we are.
Not about stacked, but so he trips,
Yeah.
breaks his arm.
girls in the cafeteria. I'm Robert Stack. That was so stupid. I'm sorry.
So he breaks his arm.
Yeah.
And so
And
he goes,
he slips on a baseball.
Slips
This is
right
not
on
a
the
baseball.
baseball.
There's a great. It was definitely Ralph Macchio stuntman. You can't tell me otherwise. This like 30-year-old
Yeah.
man is like, "Oh, I'm a little boy," and like goes down. Sorry, he breaks his arm.
goes to the doctor, is like, you're going to be out all summer.
Right.
Montage of mostly schoolwork.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? Summer school. Mate. I'm gonna fix the plot because I've been to summer school. Obviously,
Been there a lot.
You've heard me on this show.
As
I
if
went there once.
as
So-
have I, but I'm pretty sure it's like a full classroom during the day. I mean, it's not like
I was in full classrooms.
wasn't it? Aren't they like limited
well,
size?
They're smaller, but
Yeah,
not
I
that
mean, I've been to summer school.
for these
at least me as a country mouse, what we would do is everyone had to bus to a school that was perpendicular to all the other schools. So I went to a different school.
Got it.
And I had to be in a classroom full of tons of kids
Yes.
from like surrounding 5 high schools.
Oh,
That was me in high school as well. Yeah, I would have to go to a different high school for summer
Ours-
school. But for
that's
grade
crazy.
school, I would go back to my grade
Our
school.
summer school was in our school.
it was in our school, and it was great because then it just meant there was like 7 people to a class. It was
yeah.
like the movie Summer
I was
School.
gonna say, dude, it was Mark Harmon there.
Oh, I wish.
No,
Mark
nobody
Harmon,
that
Kirstie
cool.
Alley. My summer would have been directed by Carl Reiner.
no dog, no nothing.
So speaking of the body horror
Yes.
angle, is he heals in such a way that the tendons are like into the bone
The
or something?
tendons like fused to a
Fused.
bone. Yeah, the
Yeah, that's some
humerus.
dead ringer shit.
And the doctor is just like, meh, not like, oh my god.
Yeah, this
you're
is
not
like
going anywhere.
correct-
He says, "Funky butt love."
Well, because he breaks his nose by accident.
Right.
Yeah,
'cause
the
he's-
arm retracts and punches him in the
and
face.
the doctor yells "funky butt loving" apparently.
Yes.
Because I really only heard it when the other kid, I don't know, Clark.
No,
or,
I'm gonna call this one. He says funky
Clark
butt
or
loving.
Jerome or someone
Yes.
mutters.
George.
Did
George
he just
says
say?
it.
George says. Did he just
Buzzy.
say funky butt loving?
Ezekiel.
Yes, exactly.
And it's crazy because it's just such a throwaway thing.
Yeah.
But that line became a
I
sensation.
think it's in one of those 9 trailers.
It absolutely was.
Let
have
me
to
ask
be.
you guys a question around the horn.
Sure.
Because he's got this arm now that goes fucking fast, crazy. You can't control it. Did he rip his dick off at any point?
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
he at least would, right?
Oh, if he was
He'd
trying
have
to pleasure himself.
practice.
he's 11 and some odd. Yeah, you never know.
So maybe he.
Some people come to that late.
Maybe he ripped it off, and that's why he
Well-
doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't develop properly.
Right. He's what do they call that when
eunuch.
Yes,
Eunuch.
yes. He's like Lord Varys.
But he might still be rubbing it against things.
What is with you and the rubbing against stuff?
How many kitchen doors have you taken down?
That was not a phase that I had.
Fridge doors.
Another thing in this montage of him like doing schoolwork while his arm heals or whatever is him watching his mom make out with Bruce Altman. Good Lord, this character's a scumbag.
Well, the weird thing, so like his mom, she's a single mother. We allowed that in the 90s. We were discovering that in the 90s.
Disney allowed it, or in this case, Fox allowed it, so long as by the end she was paired up with something.
Well, and they were very gracious. They allowed these shirts.
What shirts?
That Bruce Altman.
Oh, boy,
they're
these are
very
great.
colorful. It's like a Steven Sadak going to We Hate Movie show
Nailed him.
in a good way.
Yeah, sure.
It's fun.
It's kind of also like he was a character in Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Because he's like a sleazy rich guy.
But like he comes in the first scene. Yeah, he's got a sleazy little sports car. He comes in, and the mom is making the world's worst spaghetti. She's like, "All right, I'll be home by 9 or whatever."
It looks disgusting, this fucking food.
This guy is kissing her neck in front of that kid.
Big
Yeah.
time.
You got to lay down the territory,
I
right?
guess so. So his arm does heal. Now he has a super arm, which is again like I want to see the mechanic. Like, pull that sleeve up. What does this thing look like?
Here's my question.
Does he have like a quado in there? Like
Definitely.
maybe it's like, oh yeah, you can pitch really fast, but he's got a little baby head on there.
Like, you know how James Wood's arm is at the end of Videodrome? But
Yeah.
imagine the hand's fine.
Yeah.
Henry, you have to win the World Series for the Cubs, or there'll be no air.
Start the reactor, Henry.
Yes, exactly.
Is funky butt loving supposed to translate to fucking ass fucking?
Yeah, something or it's fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Funky butt loving. I mean, it sounds fun,
It does. It sounds like a great time.
right?
I mean, this is kind of a quote unquote crass kids movie. It's on the crasser side. Of
Well,
kids.
there's definitely we're doing a hard cut before the mom says motherfucker at one
Oh, yeah,
point,
totally.
kind of a thing. So we're introduced at this point. The mother's like, hey, by the way, so the kid gets the cast off.
Yeah.
And she's like, here's your gift for getting your cast off and punching that doctor in the face. Tickets to the Cubs game. And this is where we're introduced to Chet Steadman, a.k.a. The Rocket, played by the legendary Gary Busey, who's quite tame in this film.
I appreciate it. It's a state like it's a regular Gary Busey performance. I've never seen such a thing.
Not since Buddy Holly story.
It's really kind of weird because I'm expecting him to freak out at any second. He doesn't do it.
I mean, he's just kind of sad. He's like, I'm an old baseball player. I ain't the Rocket no more.
No, and that's the thing, dude. He's seen a Kevin Costner movie or two. He
Yeah.
knows how to do this.
This is him doing Nolte, I feel.
Yeah.
So much so that for a number of years, I misremembered Gary Busey in this movie as Nick Nolte.
He's wearing a fake mustache, by the way.
Is that fake?
It's
Yeah,
fake.
it's a fake
It
mustache.
is. It's stolen stash, dude.
And I go, if we're all having fun here, I
Stolen
think he looks a
valor.
little bit like Eric Sisko with that mustache.
I wish. When I saw this as a kid, because my parents are from Chicago, so we grew up as Cubs people, and I'm seeing this visage. Visage?
yeah.
I was like, oh boy.
So did you see this in theaters like 5 times?
I saw this a shit ton. I don't think I saw it in theaters.
I
but
don't think
saw it
I
a
did
shit
either.
ton.
We had it on tape.
I
played
think
it
I
a ton.
did.
I didn't see it.
I think I saw it in theaters.
Really?
The little
yeah.
fat kid summer.
Was that before or after you rubbed your dick on the refrigerator?
That would have been after. Or
what
maybe
a fucking
right around the same
filthy
time.
little piss pig you are, Chris Cabin.
Oh no.
Oh, we all were. It's
You do.
fine.
By the
I
way,
never fucked a refrigerator.
you knew when you downloaded We Hate Movies episode on Rookie of the Year, it was
Yes.
going to get gross, and it was going to get gross fast.
Dude,
Right.
word on the street is when we talk about family films in particular is where it gets really disgusting.
what-
See our
okay.
Care Bears 2 episode.
Yeah, so if you are underage, please
Continue
stop
to listen.
Stop the podcast. We already got their download. We don't need it. We don't need a
I
lawsuit.
guess that's
And rub
fair.
your dick against the
No,
refrigerator.
no. Wait. With parental approval.
Yes.
Ask your parents.
So he goes and this is the Cubs are bad because the Cubs were bad for a
Yes.
long time, and obviously the curse and all that stuff. But they're so bad that they're borrowing a lot from the beginning of Major League here, where there's no one in the stands.
Yes,
and
which I feel is not correct because Chicago is a city of pride.
Yeah.
Those fuckers turned out for those games no matter how terrible.
but it was
that
also
shit
like a
was.
tourist attraction. Like you would go
Wrigley
to Wrigley.
Field, classic baseball
Oh,
stadium.
drink all day? Yes, please.
Mhm.
That is a tradition.
I've never been to Wrigley actually.
Oh, it's nice.
Very nice.
So
They
they're
could-
at this
They could
game.
update their bathrooms. I'll say that much.
No, tradition.
Up, way up above the stands, Eddie Bracken is playing the
The
owner.
Oh right.
Oh,
yes,
the dude,
yes.
Two Turtle Doves from
Yes.
fucking Home
Home
Alone
Alone
2.
2.
Another Daniel Stern connection. Holy shit.
But
He
also
was-
great comedic actor from Preston Sturges movies.
Home Alone 2.
Chris Cabin, 2 Turtle Doves.
He hooked his buddies up. Daniel
He was
Stern.
also
He got the
in,
gang back
he's
together.
in Vacation,
right?
Vacation,
He
yes.
owns
Yeah.
the park.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
There's another Home Alone connection here, or another. Oh no, I was thinking of
Daniel Stern, please.
Daniel Stern. Do you think because maybe it's because John Hurd is in Home Alone because they're Chud brothers together? Like, do you think
Yeah.
who got cast first and who got the other guy on there?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I remember Daniel Stern wrote a very sweet note when
Yeah.
John Hurd passed away.
Got it, Chud buddies.
And he did mention Chud,
Of course,
but he mentioned that they never had any scenes together in Home Alone. And I think he does say something like he didn't even know he was in the movie until it came out.
Oh,
kind of
wow.
thing.
Wow, it
Yeah.
was just God's will,
Yeah.
fate.
The Chud God, dude. That's what I prayed to.
Yes.
That's the only real.
All
living
hail
God.
the Chud God, dude.
Exactly.
hey, hey, John. I love that movie so much. But hey, John, your house is all alone. I'm gonna break into it, and he's just sweating. He's so disgusting in that movie.
It's
Daniel Stern.
awesome. In
Um,
fucking Chud you're talking
yes,
about.
yes.
Can I tell you a quick Chud anecdote?
Please.
So Chud, it's one of my all-time
A
favorite.
anecdote, maybe.
Oh, a Chudicdote?
Chudicdote is the word.
I'm a sucker for that movie because it's on location, disgusting 1980s New York City.
Sure.
And when I was serving jury duty recently, the courthouse was in
An
Tribeca.
actual Chud came out.
Dude, the Chud was on trial. I couldn't even believe it. We gave him the death penalty. No, it was by some Chud location. So we would break for lunch, and I would just walk out to find a restaurant.
Walking Chud tour.
Dude, I was doing the Chud tour, man. I wanted to walk up to Soho to see John Hurd's
Wait a
pad.
second. We need a little extra income over here at We Hate Movies. Maybe we should do a Chud tour.
I would fucking do it in a heartbeat. Find
Yeah.
the location where the diner where John Goodman's murdered.
But you got to wear a sleeveless sweatshirt and sweat through
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Like
of
Oh,
course.
be
Stern
the
does.
Daniel Stern preacher character? Yeah, I can sweat.
I think Andrew's way ahead of you there.
So
You might say I'm getting into the role right now.
somebody hits a home run. He has Rowengartner's got good seats, so he picks it up and has to throw it back because that's a tradition in Chicago. You
It's
throw
a,
it
no,
back.
no, no. It's a baseball thing.
Oh, I don't know.
If the out-of-town team hits the home run,
Got
you
it.
fucking throw that shit back.
Got it.
That's
And then
that's
you
a move.
spit and cuss as well.
Yeah, dude, you find a refrigerator, you fuck it, and then you throw that baseball
I've
back.
never heard of this thing, and it grosses me out to be in
Okay,
the same
so
room.
is it
as you.
traditional door or is it one of those doors that has the ice maker? Are you
Man.
are you making ice?
Well, if you're Henry
I'm
Rowengartner,
not that tall.
Ew. No. So
Now I'm picking Akeem Olajuwon fucking a refrigerator.
what?
He's tall enough.
Leave the dream out of this. All right.
He was the first person who came to my mind that would be tall enough.
Sure.
That's fair. He winds up fucking a refrigerator. No, he winds up throwing it, and everyone's like, "Whoa, this kid really!" Because he throws it all the way to the catcher,
Right.
in super fast motion. And Dan Hedaya is in the
Share. Sorry.
You want to see a real horror show? Come to my garage. Hey, Chaz Palminteri, I'm in the usual suspects. Hey, you like, do you like my bulletin board of red herrings?
Gary
I
Busey,
played Nixon.
Gary Busey, are you a marriage counselor?
So he's like the number 2 behind the Turtle Doves guy, which I know is upsetting Chris. Behind the Turtle Doves guy.
He's like the shitty nephew kind of a thing.
He's going to run the team next year, and we're having an attendance problem. This kid throws. He's like, "Get me that arm!"
Right, because it's like they need to sell out every single game for the rest of the season, or they're going to go under. They're teetering, I guess, on the.
They'll
brink.
have to like forfeit the franchise.
The
is what
Tampa
Dan
Bay
does?
Cubs. Like, what are we talking about? This
I
has
don't
never
understand.
happened.
No,
It's
I mean,
one of those
just
weird things.
The bank repossesses.
It's a weird thing where, like, again, like Chicago is such a proud city.
Yeah.
That like some Chicagoan millionaire,
Bill
would be-
Murray would buy it.
Exactly. Someone would be like, "Wait, what's happening? Oh, fuck that 2 Turtle Doves asshole. I'll buy that team. Whatever." They wouldn't move it out of Chicago.
No, I mean, also, like, don't have fucking Gary Busey as your star pitcher. For Christ's sakes.
Well, this is 93. I mean, he's kind of playing like the Nolan Ryan, like twilight of his career kind of character. And he sort of even looks like Nolan Ryan a little bit in this movie.
Because he's throwing like, oh, my arm.
Oh, fuck my arm again. Oh, felt like a chud bit it.
Oh my God, my arm fell off of a motorcycle. My arm was just driving separate from his body. His arm left.
Oh, his arm was just taken
It's
out for a
unrelated
test
to
drive.
what actually happened. in the
Oh,
accident.
okay.
Yeah.
A bizarre, aside from all the timeline problems, a bizarre thread in this movie is Dan Hedaya and Bruce Altman are buddies somehow. And like the next day, Bruce Altman's like, "Yep, that's it, Dan Hedaya. I know who you're looking for, and it's the kid of the wife of the lady that I'm with right now."
Yeah, I don't get what's going on here. So we are supposed to intimate that Bruce Altman knows Dan Hedaya? I think he just calls and he's like, "By the way, that guy you threw the baseball yesterday."
Somehow it's intimated because we cut to Henry doing it in the backyard, the trick, and Bruce Altman and Amy Morton, his mother, see it for the first time, and like it's fucking the chief fat guy, George. George just was like, "Boy, you could throw for the Cubs."
Oh, yeah, that's-
and then Bruce Altman
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire!
and cue that. And then Bruce Altman just like it cut to him on the phone with Dan Hedaya.
Oh, yes.
making the appointment. So you
Sure.
know who really did what.
I
true.
see.
Okay, so
Oh,
then
that's interesting.
they sign him to a contract, ? Like, I need to know a little bit of the details in the contract. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how much
makes-
does he make?
I need to know how much this kid's making. That's for sure.
Like-
Well, Bruce Altman is fucking pulling the legal scam of the century. Like how he got around fucking because the mother knows nothing about anything.
Oh, right.
She like every time she's surprised that something happened.
Well, she's in the dark on this whole scheme,
so
man.
somehow
Absolutely.
this 12-year-old was bought by Bruce Altman. Somehow I don't get it. Like it makes no sense.
The finances, I need to know because at some point he comes late for practice. He's like, "That's got to be $500, Rowengartner," and he's like, "That's 60 months allowance." Blink, blink, blink. But like, that's fine. But like, you have to know that they go to, "Hey, Henry, you know you're making $1.4 million this year,
Right, and he's like, "Oh, I'm getting paid to do this."
Yeah.
Like he has no idea, right? Bruce Altman's giving them fucking,
Also,
some kind of
What are the
hassle.
child labor laws situation? Like, I don't, a baseball game could go long.
Here's the thing, though. That's what I think is sort of particularly interesting about this. For a lot of the season, at least, he's only the closer.
Yeah.
So he comes in like the last inning
He's
or
Kira
two.
Sedgwick.
That's right. That's right, dude. He's finishing baseball games and wrapping up old cases.
But the weird,
Judge has got a big butt. Judge has got a big butt.
Dude, that's how she won all those cases. Absolutely.
no, but the weird, I agree, and like, I just need to know, like, because he goes to the thing, he goes to the Cubs, he has some sort of Mickey Mouse contract. and he goes into the locker room with all these grown men. Like, no.
Up. There's a huge dick. There's a dick. There's another dick. And they tell you he's seeing huge dicks all the time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they don't exactly show it. They show a bunch of adult men in their underwear, and it's intimidating. And he's like, he feels inadequate with his own penis.
Of course, because there's only one thought a kid is having in that situation is look at all these dicks that are bigger than mine. Absolutely.
Right.
But also,
So
there's bathroom stalls.
There's a little dick musical cue. Did anyone else get it? It's like a piccolo.
Yes,
He looks at his underwear. He goes,
And then he has to wait for all these big hunky dicks to put their pants on and go outside. And then eventually he does make his way to the field.
One of those hunky dicks, by the way, is Neil Flynn.
Chicago
Yes.
staple.
The best.
Exactly.
But the thing is,
I have to. I'm sorry to harp on it because there's a press conference
This press conference is a failure.
where they announce he's going to come to the team.
Sure.
And it's there that she is the mother. Amy Morton is told that fucking Bruce Altman's his manager.
Yeah.
For the first time.
She's got to stand up right here and be like, what is going on? We've been dating for 3 weeks.
No, it would be illegal. He's 12 years old.
3
no,
weeks is what Bruce
What
Altman
you're doing
says,
is
though.
illegal.
She has to sign something. No, I'm sorry. She's in on all
You're
this
right.
shit.
At the
She
beginning
does.
of this
100%.
movie.
She does randomly sign shit that he hands her, though.
Yeah.
So maybe that happened.
This is what I think,
100
honestly,
times?
from what Eric just said and what happens at the beginning of this movie, I think we are led to believe that she is an inadequate parent.
Yeah.
Because we're told
she's a good mother,
no,
damn it.
fuck, no,
That's
dude.
the thing.
We
she
are
wasn't
told,
even at those games,
listen,
dude.
shut up. Listen, I am in agreement with Chris Cabin right here because at the beginning of the movie, they're going out on a date, and he's like, "You're going out again?" And she's like, it's our 3-week anniversary.
Oh, all right.
And Bruce Altman rolls up with like a huge thing of jewels or whatever it is, right? So here's this situation. Your son is now just running around with a guy that you have known for 21 days, less than a month. And this guy is fucking carrying this kid's career. You're not in it for anything. And you find out at a press conference you're going to, like, what the score is?
You know,
I don't think so.
She might have just turned an eye again. You know, like oh, that's fine because this guy's obviously well-to-do. He might know business a little bit better than me.
Oh, I see.
Know.
He tried to bankroll a bunch of Atlantic City casinos and they failed.
I think they do, and Amy Morton's really good. So, like, I give it that they're trying to portray her as like a hardworking mother, single mother, and like, but like this is like stupid. This would be what a stupid person would do.
I mean, like
to allow what
and
happens
especially like,
here.
wouldn't it be the thing of like, oh my God, we're saved? Like, you know what I mean? I don't need to work if you're a baseball player or
That's
whatever.
That's
Yep.
true.
Like any that stuff, but also like so. He needs a handler. He needs because he's still going to school somehow. Like
I think the doctor should weigh in on this too. Like this is
Oh,
just
Dr.
stupid.
Funky Butt Loving MD?
Yes.
Yes.
Or another doctor, perhaps. You know,
there should be a guy that's like, hey, Henry, all right, all the adults are going to go into this locker room. You're going to go into this locker room. And here is your tutor because now you're pretty much like a child actor.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like
you wouldn't be still going to school.
It makes no
We're not
fucking
addressing
sense.
school whatsoever.
It makes no. Well, no, he goes to
shows
school.
up.
He's
He
going
shows
to
up.
school.
Is he?
Yeah, he goes. At least one day he comes back. Like everyone's like, "Hey, Henry, how's the Cubs treating you?"
Oh, yes, that's right.
what?
I don't think it lasts too long, though.
All
Because
right.
listen, this kid's got to go out on the
No,
road,
no.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you think he just went back to like shove his dick in everyone's face? Like, look at me.
Shove his dick in the fucking cafeteria refrigerator? Absolutely.
As all young
that
boys
has the
are wont
best
to do.
suction.
Really?
We meet Daniel Stern, who is kind of his handler, but he's just the pitching coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
He's got other pitchers to coach as well.
And he's also an incompetent.
No,
Yes.
this is like beyond. This is Adam Sandler and The Water Boy.
Yes.
This
Yes,
is
that's
just-
what's crazy. Daniel Stern is like doo-boo-doo-dabbing through this whole movie. And I'm
It
like,
needs
what
to
are
be
you
a
doing?
thing where like Turtle Dove Man
Yes.
tells. He's like, oh, he's my nephew. He means well.
Yeah.
He's just helping out. Don't pay him no mind. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Somebody needs to be. There is a child running around this arena with a bunch of grown ass men and
Talking about cheese constantly.
talking about cheese constantly, getting undressed with these dudes. Someone needs to fucking put a fucking wall between him
He should
and the
have
rest
his-
of these
his-
people.
Yeah, it's like
His
the
own,
fat
yeah.
child from A League of Their Own.
Yes, but
Run
he's
amok
playing.
with
The Orson or whatever that little fat kid's name was did not play.
Something
No, he
darling, Sybil
Yeah,
darling.
yeah.
Fuck, I forgot.
I don't know.
So he has his debut, which makes no sense. And like they never teach him how to pitch. There's never like before his debut. They're like,
Boy's
we'll
a
just
natural.
Yeah.
Natural.
Yeah, why bother?
This is what's fucked up. Like
it takes
he's
more than just
signed-
hucking it across the
Well, that's
way.
the thing, and he comes in when this coach doesn't want him to.
Coach is pretty great. I like the coach.
Is the move rather?
Mm-hmm.
The coach is trying to find this Albert Hall playing Martinella.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the skipper here?
Been in everything.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff.
He's in fucking Apocalypse Now. He's in Malcolm X, Major Payne, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
He makes a brief appearance.
All the best.
But no, so like he gets a call from Dan Hedaya, and Dan Hedaya is like, "Yeah, put the kid in." And he's like, "No, this child is not ready at all to pitch in the major leagues. He barely knows how to play baseball."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, you better just do it because Cher's going shopping again."
Well, because everyone shows up to
It's
see
a
the
gimmick.
kid.
It's a gimmick. Yeah.
But there's never, you know what there needs to be? It's the Airbud line, the Airbud catch-all, which
Oh.
is nowhere in the rule book does it say a kid can play baseball.
Right.
They don't say that
You
in this
need to
movie.
do that, yeah.
You need to somehow to couch it, but it's just if a child can.
I like how Airbud is more structurally sound.
It is. Airbud is on firmer footing than this Rookie of the Year.
But it's ridiculous because like when there's a major signing
Sure.
in the MLB, right? Like
Mhm.
you get word that there's been a signing and it's like, oh cool, like he's moving to the Yankees or
Yeah.
whatever the situation
Sure,
is,
sure.
right? Then there is like a predetermined day when that person is going to start.
Yeah.
So like these people wouldn't just be rushing Wrigley
Mhm.
to just
Hope that
to
he's
chance
gonna-
to spy this kid.
Yeah, well, I guess
like
it's
they
a
would say like, okay, like he's coming, he's making the move.
It's a little different when I think with a reliever though, because the relievers are just on a different schedule. You never know when which reliever you're going to put in what situation. Probably.
I guess that's true, but I don't even think the Cubs know whether or not he's going to be a starting pitcher or reliever anyway.
He's a baby. He's
Yeah.
a child.
The guy is just like, no, he
know.
hasn't thrown a single
Yeah.
pitch.
I know this sounds weird, but wouldn't like child labor laws like
That's
come into
really
fucking
great
place
point.
to- like,
I remember when I worked at a country club, I had to go to fucking Atlantic Avenue and get my goddamn working papers. I don't see this
Yeah.
kid get his working papers.
Oh shit, he's a Mary Sue.
He is exactly a Mary
Yes,
Sue.
he is.
Also,
Eric, you're correct.
you working at a country club. I want to see that.
That's a movie. Now that's,
a movie. You were a boob there, right?
Yeah, well, it was a total
You,
boob.
like,
The Flamingo
dropping
Steve.
shit.
The Flamingo Steve. Yeah, it's him and Matt Dillon in this movie. One magic summer kind of a thing.
Nice.
No, I was high a lot.
Yeah,
Nothing
I bet.
beats
Of course.
Steve working at the bagel store though,
Oh, like I fired immediately. I fired in 3 weeks.
because his boss slipped
'Cause
on
he
dough
fucked
and
the
he
fridge.
laughed at him.
I did not know. I was not rubbing my dick against anything.
Okay, so
Not a
you were
Chris
putting
Cap.
it in the dough.
No.
You were a dough fucker.
His boss fell over and he laughed at him and he got fired.
But that's funny.
Yeah, sure.
People falling over is funny, and that dude should have recognized that.
But
You
there's
should
a
have
lot of
told
other
him
stuff.
like you could have made it.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah, I laughed at him when he fell over, but yeah, there was a lot of other stuff. I fucked that fridge.
No.
Yes, you did. It's fine.
So he comes in. It's against the Mets because we're kind of we're making a movie here because the Mets are going to come in at the end.
By the
I
way,
love
it's-
that the
it's-
Mets are the powerhouse in
Yeah.
this situation.
It's crazy that this was probably written in 1986, but it's crazy that Major League Baseball agreed to this shit.
Yeah, Major League Baseball, like all over. Everybody's
Major League
here.
Baseball agreed to a lot in the '90s, though, dude, because we had this.
Major Leagues, right?
We had Major League, which is that's the Cleveland Indians. You had Little Big League, I believe, was the Minnesota Twins. That's where a child inherits a baseball franchise.
I did not see
And
it.
the big one, which is I think this movie. Oh,
The Scout.
No, this came out. Angels in the Outfield came after this movie. I would have guessed it came before.
Oh, right, of course, yes.
94.
The Los Angeles Angels.
Mud, I'm undead.
What's the Tom Selleck one?
Mr. Baseball.
Mr. Baseball.
And
But that's
what's
more
the Bernie
Japanese
Mac?
Oh, because that's how Japanese.
Yeah,
but
he gets traded to a Japanese league. There's a great moment in that movie where they try to intentionally walk him because he's like a tall, big monster, and he steps over the plate and hits the ball anyway because he's an ignorant American.
Oh,
It's great.
And there was Bernie Mac's Mr. 3000.
Mr.
That came in
Yeah.
the 2000s.
Oops,
Yep, that was.
disqualified.
So he's not doing very well. He does like a wild pitch. John Candy's not too impressed.
John Candy is none too impressed, man. I don't think John Candy's character is impressed until we get to the division finals.
And I think, is this when the big Mets pitcher hitter starts making fun of him?
Where he's, oh, come on, little baby.
Yeah, I mean, like, I love the idea of a grown man taunting a child.
It happens a lot in this movie because way back, just to backtrack for 2 seconds, when he originally throws the ball to the catcher, like from outfield, there's a guy, like everyone in Wrigley Field is like so excited for this great moment to feature this like baseball miracle, except the last guy who threw the ball back that was a home run.
Right.
He's like, oh, what's that, you little fucking pussy? You think you're better than me? Like he's just berating this child.
Those union guys.
Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to be.
What the fuck was that?
These tough guys.
So yeah, I think he barely makes it through. Because a couple of he gets the save, but he doesn't really do anything this time.
No, they get the outs, nothing to do with his pitching.
So they start to train the kid, and like the coach is like, "Hey, Gary Busey, you're a loser. You don't got it no more. You should train this kid." And he's like, "I don't train kids.
I don't train regular pitchers, and I certainly don't train kid pitchers.
I didn't train that orangutan that you brought in last week. I'm not going to train. I didn't train the golden retriever. I will not even train that chair that you brought in." That sentient car. I ain't Christine didn't work out, did she? No. Christine ain't working out.
You keep calling him that, but that's clearly Scott Eastwood.
But I also kind of want he becomes a little protective of Henry, but I want one Gary Busey freak out. Like somebody's like, "Hey, little kid, you blah blah blah," and then he goes, "I will cut you open and fuck your stomach if you ever talk to that kid again.
I will rip your fucking throat out and feed it to my dog that I don't even have yet, which means I will take your fucking ripped out throat down to the nearest fucking adoption center I can find, adopt a dog, fall in love with it, take it back to my house, and then feed it your fucking throat, you little turd."
That's what I want. I want one of those.
Yes.
We just need it because it's Gary Busey. Come on.
Well, because there's no I'm recovering from alcohol abuse or anything like that. There should
him
be
a Pete Rose type.
Oh wait, we're playing Cleveland. I guess I can't go on that trip.
I've been betting against the Cubs. I'm trying to sink the team.
We're told at one point that he has had what we can glean as Tommy John surgery.
Sure.
Because we're talking about his arm and this, that, and the other thing.
I got that Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah, I hurt my arm trying to kill Jason Voorhees. He got me in the arm good with a machete.
So that's Tommy Jarvis surgery?
Exactly. When you battle Jason Voorhees and he hurts your arm, you get Tommy Jarvis surgery.
That motherfucker Voorhees, he took my stash.
So yeah, he's it's what you call it, Daniel Stern's kind of coaching him, but really Gary Busey this is when he starts to get good. And he's striking all these people out, and everyone's like, "Wow, what a great thing." The math here doesn't make sense. We're told the Cubs win 2 games back to back because of this kid, and John Candy's like, "Wow, that makes our longest streak of the year 2." But then they're in the division at the end of it.
True.
This is what doesn't make
any sense. And it's been a month. It's a month. They can only win
This would be September at earliest.
I don't get what's going on.
We're talking they've won 15 to 20 games.
Maybe there was a contract dispute and it was a truncated year.
Really?
We're playing 60 games this year.
Yeah, okay.
I think they really needed to dial that back though. Make whatever month that his cast can come off, not fucking August.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It should be June
or May.
Yeah.
June is good. It's
Yeah.
we're 3 months into the season. We're shit in the bed.
It's not even the All-Star break. This is September. It's the end of the season.
It's insane.
And they've only won 2 games back to back. There's no way they could be over 60 wins.
I would love to know what the Cubs actual record is at the moment this kid starts in fucking late August or whatever it is. So then we go on the road. There's a lot of shit here.
Again, this kid is just
I hope you like cocaine.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a lot of blow and fucking a lot of prostitutes.
No, you just sniff it out of my mustache, all right? Okay, get in there. You're my little vacuum
Hey,
cleaner.
Rook, it's initiation time. You got to do all these shots. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this happens to child actors all the time. Like, that they need people with them. This kid is just on the bus.
And because they were told...
Hey, Henry, how many condoms do you think you could swallow?
We're going out with the Pussy Posse tonight. Strap in.
We're playing the Dodgers. That means we're going out with Leo and the Pussy Posse. Get ready to have some fun.
Oh, you got to talk to Tobey Maguire. I can't stand that dude.
If you're good, I'll get you some French fries at Don's Plum, all right?
Oh, fuck, man. E from Entourage. That guy sucks a dog's dick. I don't want to talk to him at all. He ain't even in Entourage yet. I just can't remember his name.
But yeah, like, no.
I'm from the future.
He's going to go on to direct the film Gotti.
He would wind up like Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman was always like drinking at all hours because no one fucking watched that kid. You need someone on this kid.
And that's what I would love. Here's the thing. You are not Rookie of the Year bound in the cold, money-grubbing hands of Disney. No, sir. This is a 20th Century Fox film.
Certainly.
I can see the dark side of Rookie of the Year happening totally. And it's like this, exactly like we've been talking about. He's doing coke with Gary Busey. We got to go out to the bar and get some shots. Totally unsupervised.
What you get the supervisor to be Bruce Altman, and it doubles down on how shitty he is.
Yes,
right.
That's the move.
Because he wants coke and hookers.
Come
and
on,
whatnot.
Hank, you want to be a man?
Yeah.
That's right. He's like, hey, Mary, don't worry about it, Mary. I'll take your son out on the road. It's going to be great. I'll watch him every second.
And then in the end, instead of her just punching him and their relationship ending, she shoots him dead.
Yeah.
And they rule it a justified homicide.
Yeah. Dude, how about this? Rookie of the Year directed by Abel Ferrara.
Oh, yes, that's the mind we need.
I'm
to
totally
direct this.
down.
I'm in for it.
Keep everything the same. But Abel Ferrara.
Hello, I'm the new pitcher.
I am going to buy the team. I am Gerard Depardieu.
It's just Lawrence Fishburne laughing in the rain.
Oh, yes.
One of his friends has to be played by Willem Dafoe now, though.
Totally. Man, that Abel Ferrara Pasolini movie with Willem Dafoe, fucking terrible.
Have not seen it.
You see Becky? She's pretty stacked.
Oh, wow. Hey, Becky, you had a productive summer.
Milk done that, buddy. Very good.
Willem Dafoe would knock that out of the park. Baseball reference.
What a tiny kid's best friend.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay. No, sorry, Steve. Hi, Edith.
No, he's not playing the friends of the kid. He's playing like the mom's boyfriend.
Oh, okay, even better.
Even better, indeed.
Same look as Wild at Heart.
But yeah,
Definitely.
he winds up.
Those weird little teeth.
Daniel Stern like freaks out on this plane or some shit. So
His
he's got,
gag is like he's really cheap and like he's like, oh, you know what? This muffin's gonna be breakfast for tomorrow. Blah blah blah.
which is garbage, man. You're in the major leagues.
You're doing
you're
just
getting everything
fine.
handed to you. Stop that. We're on the plane. This is a fucking big bunch of bullshit, though. Gary Busey, seasoned baseball legend, right? And he's traveled to every city in America, kind of a thing. He's eaten all over the country. And he's on this fucking dirt-ass plane. And he's like, hey, kid, come over here. Yeah, I'm eating the best Salisbury steak I've ever had in my life. And you're like, nah.
On a plane?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Stop that. No way, Gary Busey.
No.
You've eaten at every steakhouse from New York to Los Angeles.
Maybe he's like, I'm going to fuck with him.
Well, also Salisbury steak. Holy shit, man!
Totally.
It's a
That's a bunch-
hamburger
Dude.
with
Wow.
gravy on it.
Guys, this was written by an old man in the 1930s.
Got it. You're right.
Right? It has to be.
I'm on some Vicodin right now. This tastes delicious.
I just need something to soak it up, man. By the way, Hank, go get us some plain sodas. Hey, who's on beer? Hank's on the beer. Hank's got the beer.
Right, Hank, just get me some Sutter Home. That's all I need right now.
These airline bottles will fit in your little pockets.
It's kind of fucked up because in this moment, this kid is like, hey, so what? Or he goes, so to backtrack for 2 seconds, Gary Busey, he has asked Gary Busey for an autographed baseball. Please sign at the Rocket, which is his nickname.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't do autographs. Yeah. But then after like his first big performance, he signs a Rocket signature on a baseball, and he gives it to the kid. On the plane, he's like, by the way, mister, thanks for signing my baseball. And he's like, yeah, do me a fucking favor. Don't call me Rocket anymore. To which this kid responds, yeah, you have been pitching pretty shittily. And at this moment, Gary Busey's got to knock this kid's teeth out.
Yeah.
Oh, a boy's life fight on the plane?
He knocks his teeth out and then adds it to his own.
Shit.
His teeth keep growing.
So here's my thing.
Yeah.
It's a live action Pokemon movie, which we've always wanted.
Yep.
Always.
Of course.
And it's Gary Busey as Team Rocket. It's him as the guy and the girl.
Wait,
they're the bad guys.
Right.
I figure he was just made to be Charmander.
Now, who would be but like that's an interesting him as a man and a woman. That would be an interesting
I don't
dynamic.
know.
Hey, Meowth, let's go. And I do the voice of the cat too.
I'm a real jack of all trades in this live action Pokemon movie. I play every character.
Abel Ferrara's Pokemon. I'm a Charmander.
Yeah, look at all these Pokemon, am I right?
I gotta go fight Jigglypuff. Look out, Jigglypuff.
Oh, you don't want Jigglypuff walking? Send him this way.
David Caruso is Pikachu. That's right, motherfucker. I'm Pikachu. Pikachu.
I'm sliding all these Pokemon down my throat like oysters. Dafoekémon.
Oh, God.
Ow, I've been puffed.
Anyways.
That would be just as much of a beloved child classic as this movie.
I think so too, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that definitely.
We start to do the next movement of the movie is he's getting a little too big for his britches, right?
What a shock, because this kid sucks.
I mean, but also, like, this is an amazing situation. His friends are like, what? You're working on the boat, you jerk.
Dude, here's the thing, fat kid. George.
Yeah.
If that is your real name. Your friend here, he is coming at the ass end of a 162-game baseball season.
Yeah.
Cut him some slack on your fucking boat that you killed a hobo for.
I'm on Team Henry on this one.
Absolutely.
Fucking George is a piece of shit for even giving him guff for fucking. Also, he is in the center of one of the greatest fucking swindles of all time.
Exactly.
Bruce Altman is about to trade him to the Yankees.
Well,
Yes.
he's being sold to the Yankees,
Right,
which is a
'cause-
very weird thing.
Well, is it? I mean, that's how the Yankees operate, right? Anyone that's good, we buy them and we ruin them and we spit them out.
Oh, you're just jealous.
Well, not anymore.
But yes, he's there. So he's getting really big. We do have to talk about the Diet Pepsi commercial, which is very
Oh
weird.
my God, he's like having sex. He's like fucking the fridge in this scene.
There is a lady in this movie that starts undressing him in this
Yes.
scene. I was
Yes,
pretty
yes.
uncomfortable.
It's a parody of a Ray Charles
It's
commercial.
Abel Ferrara's Diet Pepsi.
You know when it's right. You know when you feel it, baby.
Hey, Abel, how about this? What if I'm holding this Pepsi can and I just take my fucking thing out? Defoe.
That does sound like a Pepsi challenge. Pepsi challenging.
I did learn how to play the piano with it in the theater.
Hey, do you want Pepsi so you could be like Defoe, or do you want Coke like Harvey Keitel? And he's like naked.
God damn.
See if you can taste the difference.
But we do actually. Ray Charles got paid for this movie, right? Because you do hear his voice.
His voice is
You
there,
would
so
ha-
there was
yeah,
some
you would
sort
have
of.
to be.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm sure somebody ripped poor Ray Charles.
Oh
off.
yeah, they're like, yeah.
Well, wouldn't Pepsi own that clip? And if
maybe.
if that was the popular clip,
Yeah, I don't know, Chris Cabin.
So he's behind a piano. He's dressed in a tuxedo. He's doing a Ray Charles thing.
Pretending he's blind. It's unbelievable.
And these women, these like sexy ladies, are unbuttoning his shirt while he's singing.
Yes.
Dude, they're taking his fucking little bow tie off.
And the mom's just there, and she's cool with it. You know,
The only thing she's peeved about is that this is quote unquote taking forever.
And it's in that moment that Bruce Altman, in the loudest shirt since the Paula Abdul video,
you mean what the cat was wearing?
The cat in general.
That's, often when I go out, I'll take a peep in the mirror really quickly and I'm like, am I louder than that cartoon cat? No, good.
Yes.
And then I leave the apartment.
Stay away from that. And he just fucking says, hey, sign this. It's his contract.
Yeah.
And this is the fucking thing that's getting him over to the Yankees.
She signs it, no problem. By the way,
doesn't even look at it.
Director of the commercial comes to Henry and says, I need you to be sexier. Says that to a baby man.
Yeah.
And to which he replies, what time is this over?
Dude.
He's terrified for his life.
Exactly. I need an adult. I need either Bruce Altman or my mother to stop this from happening.
Well, we got to finish this one sequence, and then we got to shoot the other side promo, and Willem Dafoe is going to get here.
No!
Funky butt lover.
What am I? That's what they call me, funky butt lover.
Pitch has got a big butt.
Oh, does he ever? But no, but the weird thing is Dan Hedaya, for some reason, this kid's the biggest thing that happened to the Cubs ever.
Yes.
And Dan Hedaya is into selling the kid because he's gonna make money.
The finger thing means the money, dude. $25 million.
And he's like, and as a manager, you'll get 10%.
That's
like,
$2.5 million
which is fine, but that as the Cubs, you make, maybe cash considerations, but that's under your fucking salary cap anyway.
I guess,
it's not money you're gonna make.
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense though. Like, what is the deal with his original contract with the Chicago Cubs?
What
Great
was
question.
That is a good question.
Because he's playing essentially for like 2.5 months.
Yes.
Who knows? Because it's part of this scheme that we are not seeing that Altman is in the middle of.
Do you think he's more crooked, speaking of, than Macaulay Culkin's dad? Because that dude fucking, that guy was
John Culkin or whatever that dude's name was. That guy was a fucking
He had like
scumbag.
an actor farm, right? He was raising them just for that.
That's why they kept fucking.
Yeah. Whatever happened to Rory and Culkin?
Rory is actually
Well,
on a
Culkin
TV
is the family name.
Wait, there was another Kieran.
Rory and
I was
Kieran.
Igby
They both
goes
still
down.
are.
Oh, no, Rory
They're
is
both still
yeah.
around.
Igby. I'm talking about Igby.
Igby is on that
Igby
new
is on
show.
Succession.
Yes, which I know people
What
like.
is-
Have
what
not
What the
is
seen.
that?
shit is that?
That's
It's
Adam
HBO.
McKay's show on HBO.
What?
Oh, that was the Please God We Need Something to Rival Billions
Yeah,
show?
yeah, that
That's
thing,
what that was.
What is not good, as it turns out.
But yeah,
Looks
and
terrible.
Kieran, Rory Culkin's all over the place too.
Yeah, they're both. They're
I
still
didn't
acting.
know.
He was in
I
that.
I think
uh,
isn't the other one in Columbus? He's the kid in the beginning of Columbus that she works with.
Yes, absolutely.
Columbus.
Great movie with John Cho, one of the best movies of last year.
Yeah.
Totally
Very,
unsung.
very
movie.
he's in that.
Never even heard of it.
That cult show. With
yes,
The
he
Path?
was.
No.
No. The
American Horror?
the Tim Riggins,
Super
David
blank.
Koresh show.
Oh,
Waco?
Waco,
Waco,
yes,
yeah.
just
Sorry,
called
The
Waco.
thing that what it's about. Yeah.
I know. I just.
I also totally brain farted, but yeah, they're still around. They totally act. I think they're both totally good. And Macaulay Culkin, as far as his Twitter account tells me, seems like a pretty grounded enough.
Remember
guy.
they were trying to push the girl when Culkin was like, "Hey man, I can get you a girl."
Oh, you want a girl, Culkin? I got one of those. I'm John Culkin. I'm a fucking huge scumbag.
because that was in The Good Son. There was like the daughter. And it was
Really?
like,
That's
"Come
right.
on." So he kind of sort of gets sold to the Yankees. And there's this weird, like, again, this boy's life scene where it's like Bruce Altman. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a scene that takes up 5 minutes where they're on the boat. They finally get on the boat.
Oh, totally.
And they pick up the babes. They have more snacks than a fucking Super Bowl party for fucking Chris Farley's house,
Wait,
man.
Are you talking
It
about
is-
hot dudes? Or
No, we're talking about snack food.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of Tostitos products on this boat that's already overpacked.
There's Doritos. There's fucking Cheetos. There's everything.
and again, a Whit Stillman movie again. They're having a lunch on the lake with the girls.
Yes.
You know,
It's
Chris,
just
I'm gonna
like it.
It's like a
The
metropolitan
same
scene.
thing.
I might I might get you arrested, but I want you as a side project.
Oh,
You've got
here
some
we
time.
go.
I want you to make Metropolitan with 12-year-old kids. Just a bunch of 12, shot for shot.
I needed a lot of little tuxedos.
12 Topolitan? We got to come up with like a punny name.
I'm
for it.
already laughing. Oh, you actually go younger. 8-year-olds. 8-year-olds
Oh,
would be
my
fucking
Lord.
hilarious.
Okay.
I'd watch that. Just a bunch of like little 8-year-olds like pontificating about society.
Yeah.
Totally. Then they go Barcelona, right? Like 8 Salona. Then the 8 last days of disco. We do that one too. It's just a bunch of little kids doing cocaine.
Yeah,
and
that
dance
one.
clubs.
That would be the toughest one, I think.
This boat, I was getting freaked out of this boat scene because this vessel is clearly overloaded. You got like the 3 of them, all the fucking snack food. And then we're like,
hey, lady, you got a fat whale on your boat.
Exactly. Then we ride up to like the shore.
Rascals.
They pick up these 3 babes, these 3 little fucking middle school babes. And I'm like, that boat is sinking into the lake.
It was never
Absolutely.
seaworthy to begin with.
Maybe that's the goal.
No,
just all
you need to
diet
lose
sea?
a couple 100 pounds, blimp.
Man, when this mom, by the way, I think we glossed over it a little bit here. So he's like, by the way, they have this. It's this boy's life fight scene.
Well, that's right, because Bruce Altman's like, and by the way, like she's like, you're getting too involved in this kid's life. He's like, too involved? I am this kid. We're moving to New York.
Well,
You're gonna see a lot of me.
He fights with the kid first.
That's why he grabs his arm.
He's my client.
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, he's my client. And he tells this kid too, he's like, your father is just some guy who left.
Well, I think his father might be Darth Vader. It's not out of the.
You're right, because she's all like, and you will be a pitcher like your father before you.
I was waiting for Daniel Stern to be the father.
Yeah.
You.
That would be amazing. But we do learn, I guess, is it in the World Series that he finds out, or they don't go to the World Series? They're doing the
division,
right.
division.
Yeah, no, it's just the national.
He pulls
league.
off the glove name tag or whatever, and it was
Yes.
his mother's name.
The mother was the
She
pitcher
was
the whole time.
the whole
Yeah.
time.
So
Your
I
dad
think
was some
it's-
drunk.
No, I think it's like an immaculate conception. I think the baseball impregnated her.
Oh, he's got so
Right.
many baseball chlorians.
Exactly, and that's why he's such a natural pitcher, because he went through because he's now more machine than man. By the way, these
Liam
tendons.
Neeson's a talent scout, by the way.
That's Liam Neeson is Bruce Altman or something.
Well, you'll come with me to learn to New York to learn the ways of baseball.
Because
We're going to be living a sick fucking life in New York City.
New York City is the Coruscant of of America,
And
so
your
it makes
mother will
sense.
remain a slave here in Illinois.
So anyway, those kids should have drowned.
But they get out.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So then at this point, fucking Busey is coming on this. Taking that again.
No, leave it.
All right. Well, that's all right. I'll leave it. Busey is coming for this lady. He's hitting on this
hardcore.
lady for
A
he's
lot.
like, I want to be, because he likes the kid, but when he sees the mom, he's like, oh, hey, that kid's my new best friend. Hey, best
your kid's pretty cool.
I'd like to take your mother out for a nice hamburger meal. What kind of hamburger would she like?
Does she like Salisbury steak?
Would
Because
you
I
like-
know an airline that makes it real good.
Would you like me to autograph some baseballs for your friends too?
Okay, you can have a hamburger on a bun, or you can have a hamburger helper. All right.
Listen, I know a restaurant. It's a good restaurant where you can get hamburgers and they got steak sauce out already. You ever have put a steak sauce on a hamburger? Blow your fucking mind, Jack.
It's called United Airlines Flight 135 out of Newark.
There are 2 awesome scenes where Gary Busey is like kind of courting this lady a little bit. One of which is this fucking dance club scene, which is my favorite
man.
scene in
Oh,
the movie.
yes!
So like the Cubs like make it. I guess they're celebrating like making it into the division playoffs kind of
yeah.
a deal. So 2 Turtle Doves throws this like huge club party for everybody.
I'm getting everybody cocaine.
This dude is dancing with some
Tonight,
young lady. You
everybody
see this
gets
part?
laid.
You see this part?
What's that?
This fucking old dude is just dancing with this young lady.
Oh, of
and he's
course.
like, oh, she's going down. And I was
Yeah.
like, fantastic.
She's going down. Oh,
Exactly.
wow.
He's like, I can't bend over that far.
My
Like, whatever he
refrigerator's
says.
running.
Oh my god.
But there's a part in this scene where Gary Busey starts dancing with the mom, like all slow dancing and whatnot. And you get these amazing shots of Bruce Glover or Bruce Altman. I wish Bruce Glover.
lady.
Get your damn hands off.
No, it's not.
Bruce Altman.
You at
pardon
least
me.
gotta give me, like 25 cents.
Bruce Altman in a loud shirt is sitting at the bar talking to Dan Hedaya, but he's like scowling at this woman. This pout face that this guy has is amazing.
Yes, because he's pissed. And that's one of the things that causes him to grab the arm.
Well, he's like, I'm sick and tired of hearing about Chet Stedman.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, but she knocks this dude, by the way. She knocks him out.
Punches him right out the door.
There's this huge stairway. It's like the end of The Exorcist, this fucking scene.
Like, oh, that's where Father Karras died also.
some weepy priest comes up. Oh, no, Bruce Altman, no.
Well, because it was Daniel Stern, it made me think of when Joan Cusack knocks him out in My Blue Heaven.
Oh, right.
And he takes a tumble right down the stairs, too.
There's also a thing, the stipulation with Bruce Altman in this whole thing, he's like, all right, I'll get this stupid lady to sign this contract to sell her child to the New York Yankees, but you have to do something for me. You have to fucking get rid of Gary Busey because I'm sick and tired of Gary Busey trying to fuck my... I guess she's technically my girlfriend. We've only been going out for like 7 weeks now.
But also, Bruce Altman, before you start grabbing kids, the move is go to the mom and be like, hey, look, I've got a great deal with the Yankees here. It's $25 million.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand why he keeps it secret. It makes no sense.
Exactly. You would move. I would move to another city for $25 million.
Exactly. And also, like, you put in some protections there so when his arm eventually, heals, he still gets that cash and they cut him. That's fine.
Yeah, then you just move back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Nobody acknowledges that this whole thing is magic, by the way.
No, I actually thought, I guarantee you this is a cut of this movie or a cut of this screenplay wherein he wakes up at the end and it was all a dream.
Yeah.
Well, you think so?
Yeah, it just
Also,
feels very fantastical.
I kind of felt like you were going to get one of those scenes like when Homer joins Lollapalooza and he like it's starting to hurt again and he has to like go to the doctor and he's like, if you keep doing this you're going to fucking die, kid.
Okay.
Here's what I want to have happen. Now they go to the division game.
Yes,
and he's they're playing the Mets again, the barbarian horde that is the Mets in this movie. And his arm does go out and he starts throwing badly, but instead of just it petering out, I want to see it like those tendons like explode out of him.
Right.
Like blood and guts coming out of his arm.
Guts?
Well, maybe not guts, but like blood, pus. You see a little bone.
Oh, sure.
And then it's like this horror.
He looks like Sid Vicious when he jumps off the top rope and lands on his leg and his fucking bone pops out.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That would all be great.
It's a
Exactly.
sick YouTube video. Found that on E-Bombs World, I did. But yeah, like, because there's also a scene, speaking of the fantasy, there's a weird Wizard of Oz scene when he first comes in like it's the guy, he comes out, he's like, no one can come into the clubhouse, no way, no how. And then he's like, it's like that thing. So
it's
I
definitely
kind of expected,
directly.
Yeah, I kind of expected him to wake up at like maybe like he wakes up in the hospital and he's like, wow.
That would be something.
Is that how the movie ends, Wizard of Oz? She wakes up in the hospital?
Yeah. And she lost the baby.
There was a twister.
So this whole thing comes to a head when Two Turtle Doves is informed of the Yankees move, and he's like, "What Yankees move? I never approved a Yankees move. Must have been my no good nephew." And he like demotes Dan Hedaya to like hot dog salesman. Gary Busey. This is like the final game of the division playoffs. Gary Busey.
Daniel Stern gets locked in the equipment locker.
Right, which is a callback to earlier in the film where he gets locked between the two doors in adjoining hotel rooms. That dude would be dead.
He's having fun in the physical comedy department.
My favorite moment of Daniel Stern in this movie is, I think it's at that nightclub scene where he's like, oh, I'm going to take Henry. We're going to go, oh, look at this. Let's go have some fun.
Oh, legitimate laugh coming up here.
Right. Yeah. And it's these two girls and he's just like, excuse me, ladies. Excuse me, ladies. And they just go play pinball.
Yeah. It was a legit laugh. I was like, all right, this is good. He does get locked. And like Gary Busey's got, I got nothing left. And they're like, all right, we'll give you one more game. And he pitches a really good game and he tears his arm out of his socket.
This is where they fucked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gary Busey and this woman and his mother, they fucked.
Is that right?
I will not believe otherwise because of her reaction
I'm with Chris
to his good game. Because it's like, because there's only two possibilities. Either I'm absolutely correct or they just told Amy Morton to do a bunch of reactions to general stuff that was happening. They just cut it to whoever was on the field at the time.
Yeah.
Because she reacts to one, she's like, he does one good pitch and she's like, yes, baby, yeah, baby. And I'm like, holy fucking shit.
I'll tell you what, should I pitch a no hitter in the bedroom?
Oh, that's a perfect game.
She didn't get a chance. I just went for it.
We had an adult evening. We went to an Eagles concert. Well, it's an Eagles cover band, but they were pretty good.
Did he change it? That means I took off the condom.
Oh my God.
That's fucking filthy.
You don't want to know what a screwball is.
Yeah, in the bedroom, it's not illegal to rub a little grease on your balls. Baseball, they frown upon.
No, but my assumption is they've been fucking for a while.
Yeah,
by the time this last game's coming around.
Dude, Bruce Altman got cucked by Gary Busey. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I will not be cucked by Gary Busey.
Well, you have.
Too late, Slick.
I've been cucked by half man, half horse.
You ain't kidding, brother.
You want to see which half is which.
They call me the centaur.
My favorite filmmaking moment happens in this final game.
Sure.
When Gary Busey is pitching right here. When his arm goes out and he grabs it like in pain, there is a total electric guitar like...
I thought I was watching Batman vs. Superman. I thought Wonder Woman was going to come out. Well, because it's out of nowhere, this electric guitar.
No, get out of here, Wonder Woman. We'd rather have a child play before a woman.
What's great is that it's not just like one time when it happens. Like then every time that he tries to use his arm, you just get like shorter. Bam! And then then he's like trying to do like a short pass, and it's like.
Those are it's the shots of pain he's receiving.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
And he gets out of the inning fine, but he's like, I got nothing left. Stick a fork in me. I'm dead.
And then the
by the way, piss on the Yankees and piss on the Phillies.
The skipper is like, all right, that's cool. Like, I'll save you for the World Series. Like, no, I am fucking done.
But
D-U-N.
The weird thing is this coach, who's very good apparently, is just like, well, will you at least let me finish the season before you take my job? I'm like, what are you talking about? What system is this?
That's professional sports, dude. You always have to be on the lookout for being fucking fired.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he would, Gary Busey could coach, but he would coach somewhere else. He'd coach the Reds or
Maybe
something.
He'd be the pitching coach.
Yeah,
fucking get goddamn Daniel Stern out of there. Get a real pitching coach in.
Coach the minors like Ryan Sandberg did.
Yes.
Oh. So he re-injures this arm and it goes back to normal kind of a thing.
He rolls on he slips on a baseball
Another
again.
Baseball down,
and again, you get the Ralph Macchio stunt double Ted Lewinsky, and he falls.
So then we have to figure out, like, he has like a huddle on the mound, and it's like, here's a plan we're gonna execute to cheat at baseball.
But the weird thing is
exactly that.
The division is on the line. It's the Cubs. It's a very weighted situation. John Candy's losing his fat mind in the cat.
Absolutely, he's freaking out.
You go up to the manager and be like, hey, why don't you put literally any other pitcher in? Because I don't have it right now.
We are shown they got a fucking bullpen of like 5 guys that are just sitting there.
And it's the end of the season. You could even put a starter in now if you wanted. Like, it doesn't have to be another reliever even.
Fuck it. Hey, fuck it.
Mm-hmm. The fucking thing is on the line. But yeah, so they cheated baseball. It's the hidden ball trick.
Oh my God. To which it's John Candy like, oh my God, the hidden ball trick. Like, everybody knows of this totally illegal move.
Somewhere the Mets GM will be like, all right, look, you know what? You brought the baby out. I didn't say anything because I thought I would beat the baby. But now you're doing the hidden ball trick on me. Can I get a fucking umpire in here?
What is it?
Can I get Bud Selig on the fucking horn or what?
It's like the Harlem Globetrotters stuff.
It is.
It really is. It's cartoonish at best.
And so, like, as the next batter on the Mets, you have to be like, okay, hidden ball trick, something's going on.
Right.
They intentionally walk him, and this is where we get. Is this where we get pitchers? Oh no, this is the. He's like, he starts calling him a chicken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm gonna instigate this dude like fucking, Woody Woodpecker.
Can you imagine a professional athlete who has heard the worst language
Yeah,
you
that's a
can
good point.
possibly hear
Absolutely.
in his career.
lot of
That's
slurs.
what's so chilling about this.
And then this kid just
The weird thing, though, if you pause the frame, and you look at the back of his jersey, it says McFly. on it. So that explains
That
it.
checks
I
out.
And that was generational too. Every McFly had that.
But it makes no fucking sense. I
No,
mean,
it
like,
doesn't.
The division is on the line. This guy's just gotta stay on the fucking bag.
You know, it doesn't make sense also? All in this entire fucking baseball stadium, in all of Wrigley Field, there are 2 people in the entire stadium that know that this kid doesn't have it anymore. The kid and the mom.
Sure.
Everybody else is fucking clueless. Like, we're going to all these extremes to fucking walk people and the hidden ball trick. And the manager is just like, oh, kid, you're giving me a heart attack. You're giving me a heart attack. And Gary Busey's freaking out. No one
I'm gonna rip his belly open and eat it.
I'm going to bite that kid's throat out and chew on it like it's spitting tobacco.
You're my hamburger now.
But, like, no one else in that dugout is like, hey, maybe his clearly gimmicky arm
Just give it
doesn't
out.
work anymore.
Sure.
It doesn't. And it's just like the mother way up in the fucking pissant seats is just like, oh my God, it's gone.
Well, also, there's a young Charles Xavier who's been scouting him as a mutant.
Oh, of course.
And it's like, oh no, he's not a mutant. He's
Oh,
just a
looks-
freak.
Looks like his gift is gone, as am I.
We're the future of baseball, Charles, not him.
So, like Eric mentioned earlier, he pulls some tape off his glove, realizes that the mother was actually the star of the mound and not the father.
But not to get too granular on this baseball. So he gets this guy out, the chicken guy. He gets him out trying to steal a base.
Yeah.
He gets the other guy out with the hidden ball trick. And now here comes Hito. And even John Candy is like, oh my God, it's Hito.
Oh my God, you better call Mrs. Rossenbagger to that. Her son is going to be dead.
And this guy's like already talking shit to this little kid so much. He's like, you're a baby. This one's going to be for mommy. Here comes for mommy. And like
I love it, by the
but
way.
also like you've got 2 outs. So walk this guy too. Like get this guy on base. No one's on base. It's the end of the game.
Well, this is the shock of all shocks because he was expecting that, I guess, right? And they actually get a strike off this guy.
They do. And then he gets a strike then, and then he hits what looks to be a home run, but it actually goes foul.
Foul ball.
And then
he has the realization with the mother.
And his mother is like at least twice in the movie has floated like either keys to him or another baseball, and I was like, wow, pretty good
the
one.
floater pitch, which we are told by Daniel Stern he has not seen since Snuffy McGee.
Oh, right.
One time she did that with
Snuffy McGee. What is he, a murderer?
Yes, he made a lot of movies.
They talk about how good she is and everything. She did that with sunscreen, and she pitched it into the middle of the street.
Yeah.
And like then Henry was picked on for not getting it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, you'd pick on that kid too. That kid sucks.
I don't know.
His mom, by the way, is really good in Up in the Air as George Clooney's sister.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
It's a good. I only saw it once. I remember really liking it, but it probably might not.
Yeah, I remember liking that one. I remember liking that one in Juno.
Same thing. I'm like, I remember liking that, but I never saw it
Went back
again,
to
and
it.
I have no memory of it.
So this fucking huge monster strikes out with the floater pitch. They win the division. They're going to the World Series.
And he turns into like at the end of a Street Fighter game. He's like, no, and he's like pounding the ground.
Yeah,
like
it's pretty funny. So yeah, we're going to the World Series. That's the whole thing.
it'd be great if he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, kid. No, you ruined
Hey,
my
kid, I hope you like dodging parking lots because that's what you're going to be doing after this fucking game, you little fucking turd.
Yeah, you got no fucking security for some reason. I'm a grown man and I'm gonna punch you.
Oh, you going out to celebrate with some deep dish, you little fucking Chicago fucker? Guess what, turd? I'm going to drown you in a pie of Pequods, fuckface.
Ultimate revenge. Once fucking Gary Busey has to go back to L.A., got a couple fucking commercial contracts.
Sure, yeah.
He comes in and he starts dating mom.
Oh shit!
Yes.
I'm your new stepdad, and I weigh 300 pounds, and it's all
Yes,
muscle.
And I love abusing children.
Now we're going to sit down and watch my favorite movie, This Boy's Life. So we have like a smash cut back to like Henry being good in Little League. He's
Sure.
like an outfielder once again. He makes a catch kind of a
Wouldn't
thing.
he be a good pitcher at that point? Like even though his arm's back to normal, but
He's shown-
he's pitched in the majors
Before the
bunt.
accident, he's shown to be a decent pitcher because
Sure.
he's in his like the basement doing some laundry, and he's throwing like the Tide packets or whatever like into the washing machine.
Sure.
So he has like the accuracy and whatnot. It's all totally there. But yeah, he's back playing fucking left field. Doesn't make any sense.
I think this manager's horseshit, to be quite honest.
The manager is Gary Busey.
Oh right, yeah, I'm fucking your mother now. I'll manage your baseball game.
Yeah, I have sex with your mom and I coach your baseball team. Hey, hee-haw.
We used to be good friends, but right now, brother, I need you to clean that room. I remember all the good times on the road, but that room is looking a little shabby.
Yeah. That Salisbury steak was a long time ago.
This math homework ain't up to snuff. You're gonna have to redo it, and your penmanship better get better in the next try.
And then the biggest fucking eat shit Chicago ever in this movie is like he makes the big play, they win the game, everybody huddles around Henry Rowengartner, and he does like a fist in the air Green Lantern thing, and he's wearing a fucking World Series winner ring from the Cubs. Ooh, that burns.
You know what? Keep that shit up. Enjoy losing that shit in high school because my god,
yeah, that should be under lock and key somewhere.
exactly. You don't
put it in
World
a
Series-
safety deposit box.
Yes,
Totally.
And Lord knows if he made any money on this deal, or if Bruce Altman's in jail, or what's. Oh man, Bruce Altman's under heavy litigation at the end of the
You
movie.
don't
Absolutely.
even want to know.
Oh yeah, dude, he's getting out. He's under fucking house arrest. He's got a fucking goddamn Ant-Man ankle bracelet on. Don't worry about it. And then that's like the end of the movie. Ridiculous credit here at the end. And again, I feel like we're kind of rubbing it in here.
Yes.
Special thanks, the fans of Chicago who never give up.
Wow.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
Hey, listen, little buddy. We're going to your grandmother's house. Yeah, it's my mother's house, but it's your grandmother now. Yeah, I'm your stepdad. I'm a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I secretly live in the attic. Whatever.
I'm a hider in your house now, bitch. I would say I think Gary Busey is on my list. Willem Dafoe's there too. Worst stepdads to have.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Without a question. Tom Berenger, he's up there.
Oh, fuck,
big
dude,
time. Big time. That might be number one with a bullet.
Brian Dennehy.
I might launch a website just to make this listicle because it's scary shit, man.
Totally
Scary
terrifying
stepdads.
Hollywood stepdads, dude.
I'll
Don't
tell you
worry.
one that I would love, Ernie Hudson. We're having a great
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty great. He's
Clancy
playing Catch with You.
Brown.
Oh,
No.
He'd be
way.
fun, maybe.
No
But yeah,
way.
he might be a gentle giant. You never know.
I think he might be.
I'd be terrified the whole time.
I can just tell he's.
You know, good Hollywood
he's got a
stepdad,
good
I bet
heart.
it would be like kind of weird, but you get used to it. John Delancey.
Oh,
Oh,
no! I would. That would. You know what? It'd probably be fine, but I'd hate it.
You got to go with him to all the conventions.
The schoolwork looks pretty shoddy, Siska.
Can you stop pretending you're Q for 2 seconds?
No, I won't.
So that is Rookie of the Year. Would anybody recommend this movie?
I would. It's a hair long. It's $1.43. It really
Couldn't
should,
even believe that
should
shit.
be a smooth 90. But I think it's a lot of fun. It's a weird oddity. It's a very crisp and clean looking movie. I'm okay with it.
Agreed on almost all points. It should. It needs. If it was like 90 minutes, it would be perfect.
I gave your mom a smooth 90.
Oh my god!
90 days and 90 nights.
And now I'll get out of there.
Sorry, Chris. What were you saying?
No, it's good.
I'm gonna say the same thing. Just it's probably nostalgia,
Sure.
Yeah.
but I liked revisiting it. I liked it as a kid. It's stupid, but it's dumb fun.
Yeah, I would recommend it. What, even with the PTSD, because
Sure.
like the PTSD is just from this kid being obnoxious.
Sure.
I still think he's obnoxious, but a lot of the adult characters in this movie are totally fine.
Oh, totally. And I actually like this restrained Gary Busey. I think I would
not
like to
bad.
see him like he went off the deep end in the 2000s kind of, but like if there's another universe where he like just played people's bosses and stuff. You know what I
great.
mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I'd be totally fine with it. I'd also be fine, honestly, with Daniel Stern directing another feature film.
Sure.
Because this is his only one. He's directed some television,
Mhm.
10 episodes of The Wonder Years, 3 episodes of something called Complete Savages.
Nope.
one episode of the Paul Reiser Show in 2011. Hey, okay.
All right.
And 2 episodes of the show that he acts on, Manhattan.
Oh, so when he directed those that Paul Reiser Show episode, he just watched an episode of Curb and then just did the exact same thing?
Is that what that Paul Reiser show
kinda
was?
If I remember
I have
correctly.
no memory of this.
That's terrible.
Oh, Eep.
I
That's
don't-
terrible.
That's terrible. I don't want to hear that.
Oh my God, yeah, I don't want to hear about that at all. But this movie I would recommend, Rookie of the Year.
Oh, for sure.
And also, I think it would service kind of nicely as a hangover movie.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have the
Oh, big time.
memories already built in, so you're not missing anything if you pass out.
Keep the volume a little down, though. This voice gets squeaky.
It gets squeaky, and a lot of the Daniel Stern screaming when he's stuck in that equipment cage.
Might get a small headache, a light headache.
That is Rookie of the Year from 1993, directed by Daniel Stern. If you want more We Hate Movies, check out WHM Podcast or find us over on the HeadGum Network. Rate and review the show wherever you get it. We would greatly appreciate it. Patreon.com/We Hate Movies. Be sure to sign up to get all sorts of things like Animation Damnation, The Nexus, commentaries. Soon enough, we have the commentary for the new Twilight Eclipse commentary, where we get really drunk watching that movie. So
I'm excited.
you want to sign up and get make sure you have your access ready for that to drop at the end of this month. Twitter, we are at WHM Podcast, Facebook.com/We Hate Movies. And Steve Sadak, next week, I think we are hitting a real milestone here in We Hate Movies history. This is a big one. What are we talking
It's
about?
the season finale. Goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. It's Armageddon.
Holy shit.
Finally.
Yeah.
What a way to
Finally.
end the season, talking about one of the biggest blockbuster farts of all time.
I might start watching this movie when I leave tonight because I might not be done by the time we get back.
It is 7.5 hours.
Yes.
Yeah. And 4 hours of that is Steven Tyler. Just singing a song.
So until next week, when you won't want to miss a thing, I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadak.
Chris Cabin.
Eric Siska.
Take it easy.
That was a HeadGum podcast.